Boom, 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 boom. What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back for my Week 10 NFL predictions. Now, Week 9 just ended with the Tennessee Titans defeating the Dallas Cowboys tonight on Monday Night Football. So Week 9 is in the books, and now we're into Week 10 of the NFL season. So I'm very excited to do these Week 10 predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Week 10 after a very good Week 9, we went 8-5. So our overall record coming in is 79, 53-2. So we're coming in hot. We haven't had a losing record since Week 3, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 7-week winning streak. Hopefully in this video we're going to make it 8. Now, if you have not checked out my other 5 videos I put up on the channel tonight, definitely go check them out. This is the 6th and final video of the day, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch all these videos. As always, show your support by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your NFL teams in the comment section down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge NFL fan like myself, and you're ready for Week 10 of the NFL season. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is 2. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. First, starting off with the buys. If you do have a fantasy football team on Yahoo, ESPN, or NFL, and you have players that are on buys, make sure you have suitable replacements for them. Now, the 4 teams that are on buy this week are the Baltimore Ravens, the Denver Broncos, the Red Hot Texans, and the Minnesota Vikings. So if you have any players on any of those 4 teams, make sure you have suitable replacements for your fantasy football matchup. Now let's start off on Thursday Night Football with a real good one between the Carolina Panthers heading to Heinz Field to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the Carolina Panthers are coming off a big win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. Cam Newton had a solid game, 247 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, the former Stanford Cardinal, with 79 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And Greg Olsen with 76 yards receiving and a touchdown. And Carolina's coming in red hot. There's a lot of red hot teams in the NFC South right now. And Carolina's looking to get a big win on the road. Then on the other side, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a big win over their AFC North rivals, the Baltimore Ravens, on Sunday. And Pittsburgh is definitely the top team in the AFC North. They're going to win the AFC North once again because there's no competition there. Big Ben had 270 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing. James Conner had 170 yards rushing, and he had over 177 yards and 1 receiving touchdown, and Antonio Brown with 42 yards and a touchdown. And this Pittsburgh Steelers team is getting hot. They're getting hot since that big win over Cleveland, and they're looking to continue the winning ways on primetime and at home. So coming from me in this first matchup on Thursday Night Football, oh man, this one's tough. Cam Newton versus Big Ben. Christian McCaffrey versus James Conner. Greg Olsen, Devin Funchess against Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster. And both defenses are really good. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers to defeat the Carolina Panthers in a close shootout on Thursday Night Football. And now the Sunday matchups, starting at 10 a.m. here on the West Coast, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. Starting off with the New Orleans Saints, heading to Cincinnati to face the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the New Orleans Saints are coming off a big win at home, defeating the Los Angeles Rams, ending their undefeated streak. Drew Brees had an amazing game, 346 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara with 82 yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing and a receiving touchdown. Michael Thomas with a receiving touchdown, Smith with a receiving touchdown, and Benjamin Watson with a receiving touchdown. And New Orleans just put a whooping on the Rams. They shredded the Rams in that game, and they're looking to get another big win on the road. Then on the other side, you have the Cincinnati Bengals coming off a bye in Week 9, so they're coming in fresh, they're coming in hot, and they're looking to get a big win at home. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to go with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. And now the next matchup. It is the Atlanta Falcons heading to Cleveland to face the Cleveland Browns. Now the Dirty Birds are coming off a big win over the Washington Redskins on the road on Sunday. Matt Ryan had a monster game, 350 yards passing, 4 touchdowns and 1 pick. Tevin Coleman, had over 156 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Julio Jones had his first touchdown of the season with over 121 yards. So if you got him on fantasy, he finally is getting productive. And Atlanta's looking to get another big win on the road. Then on your side, you have the Cleveland Browns coming off their tough loss to the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. Baker Mayfield had another solid game, even in a loss. 297 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. Nick Chubb, the former Georgia Bulldog, with 88 yards rushing and a touchdown. And Duke Johnson, the former Miami Hurricane running back, with 78 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. But it seems like this is like a running joke that Cleveland always has a fight, but they always fall short in the end. And that's kind of Cleveland in a nutshell this season when it comes to sports. The Indians, the Cavs, and now the Browns. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to go with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons, to defeat the Cleveland Browns. And now the next matchup, it is the Miami Dolphins heading to Lambeau to face the Green Bay Packers. Now the Miami Dolphins are coming off a big win over the New York Jets on Sunday, in which they scored not one offensive touchdown, and their points came from 3 field goals and a pick 6. Yeah, it was that bad, folks. That game was not a great game to watch if you're a Jets fan or even a Dolphins fan. And I guess that's a win's a win, but Brock Osweiler did nothing in that game. Hell, their offense did nothing in that game. It was mostly 3 field goals and a pick 6. That's that game in a nutshell. And Miami's looking to get another big win on the road. Then on your side, you have the Green Bay Packers coming off their tough loss to my New England Patriots on the road on Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers with 259 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy Graham with a receiving touchdown, and Devontae Adams with a receiving touchdown. But they just fell short to my Patriots. They are not the AFC champions for nothing. And the Green Bay Packers are looking to rebound and bounce back at home. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Miami Dolphins. And now the next matchup. It is an AFC South showdown between the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Indianapolis Colts. Now, both teams are coming off byes. Jacksonville's definitely looking to get back on the winning track, and Indianapolis is looking to get a big win at home. So coming from me in this AFC South showdown, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts to get it done at home and defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now the next matchup. It is an NFC North rivalry showdown between the Detroit Lions heading to Soldier Field to face the Chicago Bears. Now, the Detroit Lions got humbled on Sunday, losing to the Minnesota Vikings. They did absolutely nothing on offense. It was just like the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. Matthew Stafford had nearly 200 yards passing with no touchdowns, and most of their offense was from Matt Prater's 3 field goals. That's it. And definitely Detroit got exposed by the best team in the NFC North right now, and Stafford got sacked, I think it was 10 times. They devoured the purple soul eaters. Definitely swallowed up Matthew Stafford in that game, and Detroit's looking to rebound and bounce back against an NFC North rival. Then on the other side, you have the Chicago Bears coming off their big win over the Buffalo Bills. That's not surprising. It's the Bills, folks. Mitchell Trubisky had a solid game, 135 yards passing, a touchdown and a pick. Jordan Howard with 47 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And the Bears are looking to get another big win and a big crucial win in the NFC North. So coming from me in this matchup, this one's going to be a good one. Stafford versus Trubisky. Khalil Mack versus Matthew Stafford. That's going to be a really interesting match to see. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears to defeat the Detroit Lions in a close one. And now the next matchup. It is the Arizona Cardinals heading to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Arizona Cardinals are coming off a bye in week 9, so they're coming in rested, are coming in looking to get back on the winning track, and they also got rid of Sam Bradford. So right now, the Arizona Cardinals is the Josh Rosen show, and Arizona's looking to get a big win on the road against a very good AFC West team. Then on the other side, you have the Kansas City Chiefs coming off their big win over the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Patrick Mahomes did it again. He is definitely showing that Kansas City's not all about their defense. It's about their high-powered offense. He had 375 yards passing, 3 more touchdowns, 1 more pick. Kareem Hunt with 97 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Kelsey with nearly 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. But this Chiefs team, you talk about dangerous teams in the AFC. You got the Patriots, you got the Steelers, you got the Texans, and now you got the Chiefs. Scary, and they are damn near impossible to beat at Arrowhead with that crowd and with Patrick Mahomes running the show. And I'm just going to say it again. Patrick Mahomes should have been starting years before Alex Smith was playing last year. He should have been starting all the games last year, and they would have won the wild card game against Tennessee. But they started Alex Smith, and look where he is now, and look how much Kansas City is flourishing with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's got to be in the MVP race. Let's be honest, he's got to be in the MVP race. So coming from me in this matchup, I don't think this one's going to be even close. I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat the Arizona Cardinals in maybe a blowout. And now the next matchup. It is my New England Patriots heading to Nashville to face the Tennessee Titans. Now, my Patriots are coming off a big win over the Green Bay Packers at home on Sunday Night Football. Tom Brady had an amazing game once again, 294 yards passing, a touchdown. James White had 2 rushing touchdowns, so I guess our running game is still really good. Flash Gordon had over 130 yards receiving and a touchdown from the GOAT, Tom Brady, to Flash Gordon. And the Patriots are looking to get another big win. They're looking to get a big win on the road. They're looking to continue their dominance in the AFC East. The other side of the Tennessee Titans coming off their big win tonight on Monday Night Football over the Dallas Cowboys. Marcus Mariota had a big-time game, and Tennessee is looking to knock off the top team in the AFC in the Patriots. So coming from me in this matchup, man, I'm going to go. It will be definitely a shootout, but I'm going to go with the greatest man of all time, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, and my New England Patriots to defeat the Tennessee Titans. And now the next matchup, it is the Washington Redskins heading to Tampa to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the Washington Redskins are coming off a loss at home to the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Alex Smith definitely got kicked in the teeth in that game, only 306 yards passing, a touchdown and a pick, and Josh Doxson with the only receiving touchdown for the Redskins in that game. They definitely got an attitude adjustment by the Atlanta Falcons, and they definitely got that little bit of that ego of being in first place in the NFC East definitely busted, and Washington is looking to rebound and bounce back and get a big win on the road. The other side of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off their loss to the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. They were down really bad at halftime, but Ryan Fitzpatrick nearly brought them back, but once again they fell short. Fitzpatrick had 243 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Guess that's better than Jameis Winston's 2 picks in every game. Fitzpatrick had 4 touchdowns. O.J. Howard, the former Alabama Crimson Tide player, with 53 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns, and Adam Humphries with 82 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. And Tampa Bay is just turning into a team that could be good, but they're not really good when it comes to playing, because they're good on paper, but when they get to the field, they find a way to always screw it up. And that's kind of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season in a nutshell. They're good on paper, but when they get to the field, they find a way to fuck it up, and they fuck it up and lose the game. So coming from me, in this matchup, I'm going to believe in Tampa Bay this one time. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Ryan Fitzpatrick to defeat the Washington Redskins. And now the shit matchup of the week in the AFC East between the Buffalo Bills heading to East Rutherford to face the New York Jets. Now, both these teams are coming off losses. The Buffalo Bills losing to Chicago, and Nathan Peterman looked like shit. That's not surprising. It's the Buffalo Bills, folks. He only had one rushing touchdown and 3 picks. That's the Buffalo Bills in a nutshell, folks. And Buffalo's looking to get something. I don't know, a win, another loss, whatever. Then on your side, you have the New York Jets coming off their worst game against the Miami Dolphins, only scoring, 2 field goals. Sam Darnold with only 229 yards passing, 4 picks. What happened, Jets fans? I thought you guys were going to get better. You guys are getting worse. You guys are like bottom of the barrel when it comes to the AFC East. I thought you guys were going to be a threat, and you guys are turning into worse than the Bills. And this game is kind of meaningless. So coming from me in this shit matchup in the AFC East, I honestly don't want to pick this game, but if you're twisting my arm, you're making me watch Jupiter Ascending or a very bad movie like The Nun, I'm going to go with the New York Jets to defeat the Buffalo Bills. Whatever. And now the next matchup. It is an AFC West showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers heading to the black hole, in which that's what the team is right now, to face the Oakland Raiders. Now, the Los Angeles Chargers are coming off a big win on the road, defeating my Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. Phillip Rivers had a big-time game, 228 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Melvin Gordon on the ground had a monster game, 113 yards rushing and a touchdown. And Keenan Allen with over 124 yards passing. And this AFC West is really down to 2 teams, Kansas City and the Chargers. And it's going to be a really fun pick to see who I'm going to be picking in that matchup in the AFC West. And the Chargers looking to get another road win against their AFC West rivals. Down the other side, you have the Oakland Raiders coming off their miserable loss to the San Francisco 49ers on Thursday, and the Raiders are done, and it's sad. This Raiders team I thought was going to get better with John Gruden. They have gotten worse, and they cut Bruce Irving from their team. And the funniest thing when I saw the post-game thing, John Gruden said, "We're building a championship team." John, where? Where is this championship team this season? Where's all the talent that this team has, like Derek Carr, Marshawn Lynch, and Jordy Nelson? Where's that? Where's all the offense gone? And you're saying this team is going to be a championship team? Yeah, maybe next year or the year after, but this season, it's a nightmare. It's a horror film gone wrong. And John Gruden is just getting cut and slashed every freaking week. And I bet you Raiders fans out there are going to be thinking, why did we sign this guy when you guys could have stuck with Jack Del Rio? I don't know what to tell you, but the Raiders are definitely in the blackest of holes right now. So coming from me in this matchup in the AFC West, this may not even be close either. I'm going to take the Los Angeles Chargers to defeat the abysmal Oakland Raiders. And now the next matchup. It is an NFC West rivalry showdown between my Seattle Seahawks heading to the Coliseum to face the Los Angeles Rams. Now, this is a rematch of a meeting a couple weeks ago where the Rams defeated my Seahawks at CenturyLink Field. So this is my Seahawks' chance at revenge. Now, the Seattle Seahawks are coming off a tough loss at home to the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday. Russell Wilson had a solid game, 235 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Nick Vannett had a touchdown, and Javion Brown also had a touchdown, but they fell short in the fourth. They had a chance to possibly tie the game and get it to overtime, but they just fell short. They were down most of that game. They tried to come back late, but it was too little too late, and the Seattle Seahawks are looking to add another loss to the Rams' record. Then on the other side, you have the Los Angeles Rams coming off their first loss of the season on Sunday, losing to the New Orleans Saints on the road, and they definitely got exposed by Drew Brees. Let's just be honest. They got exposed. Jared Goff did have an amazing game, 391 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Todd Gurley with only 68 yards rushing and a touchdown. They definitely stopped him for sure. And Brandon Cooks with over 114 yards and a touchdown. And Los Angeles looking to get back on the winning track and get a big win at home to keep their lead in the NFC West. So coming from me in this NFC West rematch, man, this one's so tough. I know I picked Seattle the last time they met and they lost, and I don't pick against my team often, but this one's so tough. I got to go, and I may get this one wrong, but I got to go with the Los Angeles Rams to rebound and bounce back and defeat the Seattle Seahawks. And now the Sunday night matchup. It is an NFC East rivalry showdown between the Dallas Cowboys heading to Philly to face the Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Cowboys are coming off their loss tonight to the Tennessee Titans on Monday Night Football. They didn't look good at all, and they're looking to rebound and bounce back on the road and defeat the Super Bowl champs in their home field on Sunday night. Then on the other side, you have the Philadelphia Eagles coming off a bye in Week 9, so they're coming in fresh, they're coming in hot, they're looking to get a big win against their NFC East rival on prime time and at home. So coming from me in this matchup on Sunday Night Football, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles to defeat the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. And now the Monday night matchup, pitting the New York Giants heading to Santa Clara to face the San Francisco 49ers. Now the Giants are also coming off a bye in Week 9, and we're going to find out if they have learned anything from this bye. Maybe they need a new quarterback, and I don't even know who the Giants' backup quarterback is, and that could maybe be the answer, because I feel bad for Saquon Barkley, who is having a fantastic year just on a shit team. Odell Beckham Jr., who they paid a lot of money to stay, and he's not doing much, and Eli Manning is just turning into a joke right now. The Giants are looking to get a big win on prime time. Then on the other side, you have the San Francisco 49ers coming off a big win against the Oakland Raiders on Thursday Night Football with backup quarterback Nick Mullins out of Southern Mississippi. He had an amazing NFL debut with 262 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. George Kittle with over 108 yards receiving and a touchdown. And Raheem Mostert with 86 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown, but they also lost them to an arm injury. So the Niners looked good against the Oakland Raiders, but that's just that. It's the Oakland Raiders. They're not really that great. And the Niners looking to get another primetime win on Monday Night Football. So coming from me in this final matchup in Week 10 on Monday Night Football, I'm going to take the New York Giants to upset the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football. And those are my Week 10 NFL predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning in Week 10? Do you see any upsets happening? As always, comment your picks. And as always, represent your NFL team in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about them. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to you. Because comments are absolutely always welcome on the channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video and all the videos I put up on the channel today. Thank you guys so very much for doing that. And now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys next week for 5 big videos. Later days, guys, and peace.